He returned sooner than I expected and without his shirt. My eyes were unable to look away from all of his lean, well-muscled flesh, his tapered waist, the small trail of hair leading from his belly button to beyond the waistband of his tailored pants. He set the wheeled cart and chair he'd brought with him near the door. My face crumpled, memories of that horrible night setting my entire body on edge. I had no desire to reenact any of the events that transpired that evening, but I said nothing and silently obeyed as he turned me around, locking my wrists together behind my back. This time he'd made sure I couldn't wrestle food away from him, not that I had any desire to. I wasn't very hungry, actually, just sad. It was difficult to pretend I was hungry while still preoccupied by our earlier conversation. He fed me breakfast as I knelt on the floor in front of him, my wrists locked behind my back. He smiled a lot, but didn't he always? He was very cool, premeditated. I never doubted that everything he did served some darker purpose, right down to that smile. I thought back to when he said he didn't have a lot of time to teach me things. What was I supposed to be learning? When were we going to start? Did he ever plan to let me go? Was I even going to live through this? He was a handsome man, no one could deny that. So why? Why take women when he could obviously have them willingly? This was all very kiss the girls. I turned my head when he tried to feed me more eggs. Not hungry? I shook my head. No, master. Fine, I'll finish it for you. I wanted to talk to him. I wanted to ask him important questions I knew he wouldn't answer. Each question crouched on the tip of my tongue, trying to burst out of my mouth. I licked my lips, getting ready to ask, when he spoke. Lie down. My eyebrows knit together. What is so difficult to understand? Lie down. He put his hand on my left shoulder as he lowered me to the ground by the chain he'd attached to my collar. I was slightly uncomfortable in this position. My bound hands put pressure on my tailbone, and the soles of my feet touched my buttocks. I struggled a little, but managed to pull my legs out from under me to close them. Do you have any idea how sexy that is? He said. I gritted my teeth and looked away. White looks very good on you. I'll have to make a note of it. I'm glad you suggested clothes. Seeing you dressed makes me think of undressing you. However, I think this is a very good opportunity to make you comfortable being naked around me, and it will afford me a pleasant view while I eat. I pressed my knees tightly together, but opened them when he pried. I still remembered my beating quite well and had no desire to upset him. The room was silent, with the exception of my heavy breathing. I had never felt so exposed. That's lovely. He inhaled sharply, and when next he spoke, his voice was thick, slightly hoarse. I bet you're just the right shade of pink. Now, keep your legs open. Don't provoke me. I shut my eyes against the inevitable flow of tears. Dread and embarrassment flared into anger, slowly churning in my chest. I focused on breathing slowly. I stared at the wall, perfectly still as he ate.